Hey people, Indrid here, 3v3, Fend Unlock, and it's the Imperial Guard trying to hold the line. On the blue team, triple Lord Commissars first up, the King of Pythons, alongside Alexandro rocking the Deathcore of Krieg DLC, and E1. These guys fight in melee combat with strong offense and support, begin with a refractor shield, and they can shoot their own feathers in the head, you know, for morale. On the red team, EM7 as a Warp Spider Exarch teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat by default, great for capping and harassing some powerful control, trying to grab the mid wreck point there. Alongside is a Techmarine, and his name is just a line. Starts off in ranged combat, can get a melee loadout, supports with structures and repairs, Blood Ravens, and rounding off the teams, Triumph as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. Looks like it's 2v1 against E1 here, who does have a Sentinel. I imagine Alexandro's gonna rotate across, maybe. Looks like he's on his way now, trying to grab those central points first. E1 backs off a bit. We got CSM, we got some Tactical Marines, we got some Scouts, we got some Heretics, and we got a Doom Bolts coming soon, I would imagine. So the Lord Commissar of Alexandro throws up the shield, tries to tie up those Tactical Marines. The other one comes in to tie up the Chaos Space Marines. And now you need to just try and drown them in las guns. There's the Doom Bolts. Oh, it's a pretty nasty one. Those guys had to run. Focus down the Scouts and the Heretics, maybe. Try to peel off some models. The Scouts are off the field. Oh, here comes King of Pythons. It's 3v2. And Pythons has triple Guardsmen with some Flamer action going on. Which means, of course, that EM7 has free reign up the north-northwest edge. Can grab that natural VP, maybe bash the power in the mid, another Doom Bolts, and it's also pretty devastating. I wonder if we'll see double power swords from E1 and Alexandro here. Would be pretty damn effective. You get those inspirations, power weapons, and some disruption, of course. Maybe run Catechins alongside them. A little bit of power bashing here. Scouts trying to repair, and Howling Banshees bashing power through the mid. Warp Spider grabbing the VP. Node is gonna go down, I think. Banshee's running interference now with the aspect of strength. War shouting, down goes the node. The Lord Commissar comes to have a word. Hasn't fully healed though. Gonna take a bunch of damage. I'm surprised. Yeah, there we go. Banshees are gonna fight him. They'll do a lot of damage to a low level hero. Has to throw the shield up to escape. Power weapons pretty effective against commander armor. What is this? Oh, they bash all the gens here. Well played. Flamer did some good work there for King of Pythons. Does he have more than one? Doesn't have more than one. We do see some Catechin Devils for Alexandro. Versatile infantry that can combat a bunch of foes, disrupt from long range, threaten things in melee, suppress, even support with a smoke grenade. They can do a whole lot for you, these fellas. And I think they do well alongside the Lord Commissar, because he can tie things up and disrupt them, allow these guys to come in, disrupt again, chain them together, and then try to get in some melee, perhaps. Are the Banshees going to be alright here? I think that single model is okay. Bunch of reinforcing to do. She's got a big old retreat as well, all the way other side of the map she needs to run to. Lord Commissar Alexandro grabbing their VP back. He's got Carapace armor. Good health and health regen on this. Makes your Inspire Courage buff the Lord Commissar himself. More damage and break suppression, I think. 438 to 461 on the VPs. Artillery spotters up for E1. They call in mortar shells from off the map. Some good disruption there. Assault squad on the field though for the Techmarine. Catechins can help counter those fellas. And of course, yeah, here comes the power sword. The Lord Commissar himself tried to counter-initiate them. There's a jump. Disrupt him when they land. Hit both of those guys. Sentinel can try and stop maybe. Only hit a single model. Doom Bolts. Oh, got some good hits. The Doom Bolts on the Catechins and the Guardsmen. Yeah, Assault Squad can be real bullies against Guardsmen if they don't have a bunch of Sentinel support and Commissars to do some work. I guess the Inquisitor can do it too. So we do have that single power sword up, and it's on this fella, E1. Lead by example is pretty amazing. Gives you +1 speed on your Commissar. You perform a bunch of special attacks and inspire more damage when you do so. I think it's like a 20% inspiration as well. It's better than the Force Commander's battle cry in all regards. You get the speed boost and more of a buff. Heretics here with the grenade launchers and Aspiring Champion. Grenade launchers can be really nasty against guardsmen. They tend to bunch up a bunch and take a whole lot of damage. Got double heretics with the grenade launchers here. This Commissar getting awfully close. Had to keep the pressure up, I guess, or they just turn around and shoot him. Meanwhile, Sentinel trying to decap things. The mid is red. And here's a shuriken to suppress those guardsmen, limiting firing arc on this thing. And you need to set the weapon up. May need to turn a bit. The spotters can disrupt it. Catechins can also disrupt it, of course. Yeah, it's not really well faced here, is it? Here comes a mortar shell. And a great shot from the grenade launcher on those Howling Banshees. That was really violent. Seemed to take like half of the hit points there. A really well timed shot there. Maybe these guys can follow through onto the power. No flamers around here though. It was King of Pythons who had the flamers. These guys coming out of base. Warp Spider Exarch doing his thing. And forward capping. In the southeast corner, some power bashing Space Marines. Double tax. And that assault squad then. Really solid base in tier 1 for that Techmarine and his army. Catechin's in a bit of trouble. Here comes a stomp. Some decent hits. Didn't hit any of the assault squad though. And here's double CSM. Although no Eternal War yet. That's a lot of range damage though. Double tax and a Techmarine and double CSM and double grenade launcher heretics. Oh, they both have Aspiring Champions, look. He gets a bolt gun, that fella, these days. When you've got the grenade launchers anyway. Mortar shell. Oh, it's a smoke shell. That would shut down these guys' range, but they're going to get through. And they're going to bash that power pretty quickly, I would think. Maybe kind of overkill here, actually. I hear Banshees war shouting. Scaring off double guardsmen. Chimera on the way for King of Pythons. I feel like it's kind of rare to see a Chimera coming out in tier 2 these days, actually. Used to be basically a given that you'd see a Chimera immediately. 392 to 461. They actually didn't get the node down. Catechins are off the field. They could get the node down, but they want to kill things, it looks like. Focusing down the Lord Commissar there. Mortar doing some work. Now they're getting on the node a bit. Tier 2 for Alexandro and for E1. Where is the Chimera going to go? Looks like it's staying towards the north and northwest for now. Commissar's going to fall, but he'll get revived there. Okay, they're decapping. It's a lot of pressure. Any chance we'll see a turret placed here to be even more annoying? Don't see one yet. Probably not. He's almost level 3, this Techmarine. Doing some really good damage with his bolt gun. It starts off at like 29 DPS, or is it 31? Something like that. It's bad news for guardsmen, that's for sure. Scouts are going to cap the node. Red team also have the central VP. The map is very, very red right now. Very red. Not enough kind of tier 1.5 units out. Alexandro has dropped some guardsmen. Did get catechins and artillery spotters up. Now has some stormtroopers. Can start doing some good burst damage with Assault Kit. And indeed, Assault Kit is on the way. They no longer get a grenade, right? Is that correct? Tactical Marines meleeing the power generator, apparently. Mortar shell. A decent hit. They can upgrade that as they go up in tiers. These guys, they can even get an incendiary shell in tier 2 to set stuff on fire. Little bit of area denial kind of thing. Plague Marines on the way for triumph. EM7, the last player to go tier 2. But he's done incredibly well so far contesting this side. Banshees are a menace. The Exarch is queued up. These spotters cannot do anything against this. Didn't drop a model though. Webway up in the northern edge to transport the Eldar around. Or your allies can also use it though. Okay, Banshee's getting flamed up a bit. Once they get the Exarch though, they can actually threaten that Chimera. Stuff in retreat path. Oh, heavy gauge shuts down the Lord Commissar there. And the Lord Commissar may have been able to finish off those Howling Banshees, actually. That was kind of clutch from EM7. Also has improved targeters for more range, more DPS. Makes him quite a powerful combatant, actually. Bright Lance in play to try and shoot down that Chimera. Grenades are dodged. Chimera stays the hell away from the Bright Lance, I guess. These guys getting very low. What are they up to? They're trying to tie them up in melee. Got some double Zinchian worship, which infiltrates everything, and a Rod of Warpfire. Yeah, there's those Assault Kit Stormtroopers. No grenade indicator, so I guess I don't get them anymore. Manticore. It's a decent first hit on those Mark of Khorne CSM fellas. That was E1's Manticore there. Still don't have a great answer to these Assault Marines, do they? The Commissars can be really good answers, but they need a bit more XP, some more levels, I think. This fella's got a Xenos Power Claw now. They could get Ogrins up. And I think they'd be actually quite decent here. They can shrug off a lot of this piercing damage. They may force some plasma guns to be purchased, which is probably not purchases they want to make. 311 to 447. CSM dropping a model there. Being super aggro. Is that double Mark of Khorne? It is. Turns your CSM into dedicated melee squads. So now there's a whole bunch of melee to deal with. Well worth getting some Ogrins, I think. Get some Ogrins up to disrupt. Maybe one for Alexandro, one for E1, and then get a bunch of plasma guns on your guardsmen. 310 to 443 on the VPs. Power bashing Plague Marines here with that snaring missile launcher. Can they get it? Oh, they did get it. It's been repurchased now. Got a good shot on the Chimera too. These guys have good health regen, but they're taking a whole bunch of damage. What was that? A Manticore strike? They got another shot on the Chimera though. I think that was a Manticore strike. And here comes another Manticore for E1. This one also has the Storm Eagle. Makes your Manticore rockets better. You have to manually target each shot with those guys. Super long range though. Did the Banshees level? Not yet. Not yet. Commissar wants to fight them. Catechins can help out. There's a shotgun blast. They're going to get grenaded though. Nasty grenade on them. But they had some good burst damage from the Stormtroopers there. There were two Commissars fighting as well. Commissar levels up to 2 for Alexandro. And the King of Pythons is also level 2 with Flak Jacket for Inspire Terror. Can try to target the Howling Banshee Exarch with that perhaps. And Aura of Discipline, which is amazing. 310 to 400. Manticore's getting shots in. That is a Venerable Dreadnought for the Techmarine. Is already in level 3 and in tier 3 here. That is a fast tech. Not like he had a small army as well. I guess he got nothing else up in tier 2 except the sergeants, I think. No war gear for the Techmarine as well. Lord Commissar can't fight a Venerable Dreadnought, it turns out. Not sure what he was trying to do there. Doombolt's kind of missed. Manticore also for King of Pythons. There's 3 of them. And this webway's still here, look. Very easy way to get to the VP and a nice flank potentially on the Chimera. Bright Lance is right there. And the Warp Spider does have the crack shot global he can throw on the Bright Lance as well. Oh, it's not firing on the Chimera. What's it doing? There we go. 310 to 372. Got some decent shots there. Venerable basically untouched. This thing is unique to the Techmarine. Massive amount of hit points. 2050 with this Dark Age upgrade at level 1. Howling Banshee's feeling very brave. Taking on an entire army there. All these guys can reinforce off the Chimera. Ouch. Oh, Loyal to the End, I think, is up. The Chimera survives. For now. Nope. Venerable is there to take it down. 290 to 372. Still nothing has really touched this thing. Catechins with the melter gun. I mean, the Commissar does have a power claw, but he doesn't really want to fight a Dreadnought, I don't think. Hadachan's getting absolutely squished. This guy's getting a las cannon? No, not yet at least. Tier 3 for Alexandro. EM7's got some warp spiders somewhere. Triple tap for the red team. And we have some Vanguard veterans. I don't know why they jumped there. There we go. They're jumping the las cannon. Las cannon may wipe, actually. It did wipe. That was such a quick wipe. Manticores. Oh, it went down. They actually got it. This is stoicism. I didn't even pay attention. Las cannon was buffed up, I think, by something. Maybe, oh, we must have done the Inspire Courage, I mean. And buffed it and doubled its damage. Yeah. You can see the Techmarine not happy with the Execute buff being so large, but I mean, look how far up the Venerable was. That was a big risk. Big risk. Wasn't even paying attention to it because they got jumped. They seem to get jumped so early. Double warp spiders now for EM7. Some Kasrkin on the way for Alexandro. These guys are limited to one. And change their gun to combat everything. Probably see some plasma here to try and slow down the marauding CSM, perhaps. Heavy bolter back there. But it's not suppressing the CSM, it's suppressing the Plague Marine, so it is exploding. 181 to 372. Manticore backs some tax off. But here come the mob of Eldar. Warp Spider ties up the Heavy Bolter. Gets it off the field. Howling Banshees now flowing through. Don't have their Exarch at the moment, though. Threatening the Lord Commissar. But he's alright. Some mines drop there. Can anything spot the mines? I don't think anything here can spot them. Warp Spiders now power bashing. They have some good DPS, these fellas. Super mobility, of course. One Manticore down. Got taken out by the double CSM. There's still two back there. Tier 3 for E1. Tier 3 for Triumph. Vanguard veterans bullying the back line again. Can they focus these guys down a bit and get a model off them? Mr. Commissar, you going to fight him? No? Looks like we have marked target from the Techmarine. Signum armor on those Kasrkin there. He's got a melter gun too. Good damage to all targets. And Orbs of the Omnissiah is in. He's run off. 168 to 372 on the VPs. I think the Guard are going to take the mid back for now. Did those mines do well here? They've all exploded. Not sure what this thing's doing. I'm sure EM7 will spot it soon. Who's gone tier 3, by the way. Only the King of Pythons in tier 2. Got a heavy weapon squad with the heavy bolter. That's the only heavy weapon squad we've got. I think maybe they could do with another. Because the Warp Spider will probably tie one of them up all the time. Double Commissars on the run. And the Emperor's Wrath for Alexandro. Always fun to see that come out. Power Claw now for King of Pythons too. Doesn't give him any health, the Flat Jacket. Bit of energy and energy regen. There's quite a lot of energy regen though. And there's the Emperor's Wrath. Got those guys running off. Oh, Sigil of the Rift. Displacing the Kasrkin. I thought he was going to warp fire immediately afterwards, but I mean maybe he wanted to, but they retreated. Vanguard veterans jump. Do we see any plasma guns? We do. Only King of Pythons has plasmas though. These guys jumping into some mines. I don't think they've armed yet. They take a little while to arm before they start going off. There we go. 162 to 318. If those double warp spiders run into those mines, they'll take quite a lot of damage. That Banshee's now getting mined up. They just decide to teleport around them. Heavy bolter. Oh, it's in the garrison. Doing alright, isn't it? Getting some good shots onto the Vanguard veterans who are level 2 with a Power Fist. So they could go try to hunt those Manticores perhaps. Meanwhile, in the southeast, power bashing Chaos Heretics. CSM capping up. Manticore strike. Forced some things to retreat. Improvised explosive just took out the Warp Spider Exarch on the mid there. Doom bolts. Demon armor with the demonic shield there. 35% range damage reduction. Breaks suppression and suppression immunity. Kashyyykin, I thought they were going to try and chuck their grenade there perhaps, but maybe they already have. Tier 3 for King of Pythons then. 162 to 291. Whole bunch of plasma coming in. But the Mark of Pawn CSM get on them. They're going to get some support. Catechins are here. They're trying to get the shotgun blast, are they? Thought that they were trying to get an ability off there for a second, but decided to just go into melee afterwards. There's a decap. Blue team can take it back. Howling Banshees, War Shout, up in the north. Using that webway. Oh, it's a new webway, look. Onto the VP then, perhaps. Heavy Bolter, getting tied up by double Warp Spiders. Grenade. Nope, who needs a grenade when you have a Manticore strike? Some decent hits on the Banshees, actually. Kashyyykin can just ignore them completely from Alexandro. Warp Spider still in play. Guardian still in play. Warp Spider Exarch still down in the mid. Vanguard Veterans are really dangerous. Level 3 now. Couldn't decap the VP. And the double Warp Spiders run. Is there time to get onto this VP, maybe? With the blue team. Tactical Marines just trying to tank a bunch of las guns. The Kashyyykin don't have a special weapon equipped yet. Just keeping their hotshot las guns for now. Here's another Venerable Dreadnought though, which is awesome. No las cannon anymore, of course. Maybe they'll need to get one. Oh, rocket run in the mid. Decent hits on the first run, not so much the second. And there's some Chaos Terminators around. Oh, we do have a las cannon. And looks like it did get the execution buff again. And Techmarine's not happy. Venerable Dreadnought needs some repairs. Where is the Techmarine? Oh, he's bashing this power over here. 142 to 280. Still trying to power bash on his CSM. Might be time to give up on that, fellas. They really want to get it. Well, they got it. And now they flee. They wanted that one gen down. King of Pythons Commissar's down here. Some brave guardsmen are capping. Level 4 Lord Commissar. Oh, he thought about charging in there, but then saw the Venerable Dreadnought. Terminator took a lot of damage there, actually. Don't think it's a good place to be, Mr. E1. Yep, run away. Blue team are taking the mid, but EM7 continues to harass their natural VP here. The Warp Spiders are a big pain in the ass. It's a lot of plasma. I think we have 3 Plasma Guardsmen on the field. Some Seer Council for EM7. And a Leman Russ. And over there, a Baneblade. Big heavy hitters coming out now. They can threaten that Dreadnought, that's for sure. Looks like they're focusing down the Vanguard Veterans who are jumping in. I mean, they've got the Power Fist. Commissar, you don't want to turn around there, buddy. Commissar, top of the screen, is turning around for some reason. You want to fight. You need to fight. Here he comes. He's remembered what he's doing. Decent Manticore strikes. Oh, some very aggro Chaos Terminators. They don't have... Oh, this guy can't move. They don't have an Inquisitor to punish these fellas. The Dreadnought lives. The Terminators are going to take down both of the Manticores. I think they can't seem to move. Both the Manticores are down there. So now we are Manticoreless. Oh, use Sigil of the Rift to get those Terminators to safety, I think. And of course, you can also use Warp. Baneblade pushing up, needs a bit of repairs, so does the Leman Russ. Here comes a turret, maybe with the missile upgrade. Demonic shield thrown on top of it. Terminators are kind of close to dropping a model, I think. Some mines dropped in. They should be spotted by these heretics, though. Oh, they got a Terminator. It's a little bit sloppy there from Triumph. Oh, it's the missile turret, which is instantly blown up by the mines and the demolisher cannon and stuff. Yeah, the missile turret is nasty. More mines dropped in. Level 3 stormtroopers, having a go. Oh, they're trying to focus down that Techmarine, I see. Yeah, they don't want to get hit by the orbs. So focusing that guy down as soon as they can is a good idea, especially with Signum and Meltagun. It's a very dangerous hero. Trying to cap the mid then. Are they? Nothing's actually capping it. Warping the Venerable Dreadnought to safety. Techmarine runs. Venerable Dreadnought's very low. I think that was an Emperor's Wrath in there somewhere. Commissar down. Here's a big old flank from Triumph. What was that? Oh, there's a smite from the Librarian. Now the double warp spiders. And they've got haywires. Grenades going in. All sorts of shenanigans. Warp Spider Exarch is persuaded to leave. Nothing can cap the mid yet. What kind of Leman Russ we got? We got a default Leman Russ here. The other one also default. Now here comes some Ogrins. They may be turned straight into some Bulgrins in tier 3. Triumph asking for a revive. Where's the... oh, right, he's up here. Got tossed around a bit. Grabbing that central wreck point as well. Can they actually get it? 98 VPs on the blue team only. There's marked target on the Lord Commissar. Has to flee. Would it be worth getting a Chimera with the mobile base beacon thing for a retreat point? Here's the Ogrins. They have their bonehead leader. Devastators on the way. Where is the Seer Council? Here they are. I guess they've been involved in some fisticuffs already. And we have a D-cannon. Blue team have the mid. Can they stabilize on it? Maybe, I was going to say throw up a heavy turret, but they can't. They don't have a Lord General. Executioner Leman Russ now. As this rapid firing plasma cannon is quite nasty, but that's double haywire. Uh-oh. Here comes the Techmarine too. Chucking the orbs. I'm not sure if that Leman Russ is going to survive. They're trying to repair it. Oh, maybe. Rocket Run comes in. That's one way to protect your vehicle. And the Leman Russ lives. Awesome. EM7. Oh, EM7 lost his warp spiders. Was it right? Did they get wiped by that rocket run? I don't even see any warp spider bodies. 98 to 218. Double CSM coming in from the flank again. And there we do have some Bulgrins for King of Pythons. And the blue team actually looking quite strong. Double Leman Russes, some strong heroes. They've got the Baneblade. They got the Bulgrins, they got some Kasrkin. Level 3 Kasrkin still hasn't given them a weapon though. Just keeping those hotshot lasguns, I guess. Oh, the Venerable Dreadnought's still alive. I think he just killed something actually. Oh, maybe some of these fellas. Or they broke their retreat. Can the red team do anything about this? Maybe an avatar for EM7 can soak up some damage. Techmarine could save up for a Land Raider, I guess. Vanguard veterans jumping in aggressively. I think they are being drawn in a bit too much by that Baneblade. There's an Imperial Abyss from Triumph. That's doing a lot of damage actually back there. Bulgrins chasing off the Vanguard veterans. And they finish off the Baneblade. I don't think they have missile launchers or anything on the tacks over there. Got double tacks with no weapon. No weapon upgrade. They almost got the Baneblade there. I didn't see marked target being used. Crack shot on this D-cannon, but it's being tied up. 98 to 182 on the VPs. Warp on the Terminators gets them out of trouble. And blue team retain the middle. Is that a Vanquisher? No upgrade for this thing. EM7 Down to Seer Council and Guardians now. That was a D-cannon being wiped. Bullgrins flee. And now they're power bashing, look. Should they be getting onto this VP a bit more? Can the red team recover? Seems like EM7 is saving up. Maybe for the Avatar. Minrust needs to leave. Looks like it's alright. Demolisher hits over there. Bullgrins are reinforcing. 12 power to reinforce them. He's gone Fire Prism. Has EM7. Venerable taking a bunch of damage here. Not sure the Fire Prism is a great shout. Just a las cannon would mess it up. Baneblade again getting quite low. Techmarine is too far away. Now we have missile launch attacks here. Not sure where the other fellas are though. The Venerable did fall in the end. Librarian runs away. Librarian got a decap though. Vanguard Veterans soaking up huge amounts of damage. And they didn't drop a model. Okay, Fire Prism is up. Let's see what it can do. Maybe he plans to just take it on this VP and stuff. So I don't know if it's going to do well in the middle against the Baneblade and Demon Rusters and a las cannon. No upgrade on this guy yet. How about this heroes then? Level 4, level 7 for Alexandro, level 7 for E1 also. Level 3 Warp Spiders, they're still down up here. Level 8 Techmarine. If he can get close to the Baneblade, he'll do huge amounts of work. 2-1 for blue, they're still holding on. And what is this? That is a las cannon on capping duty. There is still a webway here. These guys are maybe trying to bash the power, drag some things over. Oh, did they kill the las cannon? I think they did. Little bit sloppy there from, I think that was King of Python's las cannon, I think. 98, 124. Double CSM attracting a little bit of attention. Yeah, I don't think they want to stay here. Back off, fellas. You've bashed the gens. Now I think you tried to get them to move. Too many guns for the Seer Council to pierce through. If they maybe waited for the Techmarine here. That Demon Rust is quite low. Really good usage of Use Your Shield. Suppressing all this stuff. Techmarine didn't get it, but the Fire Prism gets the Demon Rust down. Well played, EM7. And of course the Techmarine. Again though, I don't think I saw him use Mark Target. Center's been decapped. I'll think by the Terminators. Sigil of the Rift. Teleports those guys into danger. Well, off the cap at least. What is Bullgrins up to? Chasing off the Librarian, I guess. 98 to 102. Seer Council takes down the Lord Commissar. Almost level 3, these guys. Are they just ignoring this? No, they're murdering things. They got level 3 now. I thought they were just going to run through and try to get a decap on the VP. But it looks like it's guarded by some Catagen Devils. Forward capping Kasrikin, who can fast cap. And they have their plasma guns now. Hey. They have these cool, like, rapid firing ones. Baneblade surviving has been a big deal. Double cap for blue team. I think they've done enough to hang on here. Looking for a triple with these Bullgrins. Grenade. They were not happy with that grenade. And there's Use Your Shield to suppress. Also gives some damage resistance to the Bullgrins and stuff. What's going on up here? Vanguard Veterans jumping through. Multi-laser turret having a go. That's a shotgun blast. Are those guys going to melee them? There's a force barrier. Explosive went off, but those guys jumped already. 98 to 46. I think they need to run, and they do. Bulgrin's also fleeing. The M7's got to drop an Eldritch or something. Surely here's an orbital. Single cap for red. Has EM7 not used any red in this game? And Autark alongside those Seer Council could be good as well. Another Leman Russ on the way for King of Pythons. 76 to 46. I mean, red team have been picking through these armies. But EM7's got to purchase something, surely. Terminator's teleporting out. More mines being dropped in. I mean, you can't suppress the Terminators. I guess they're not too bothered about the mines. That was a Demolisher Cannon shot. 69 to 46. Nothing's capping the mid yet. Do we have double missile launchers? We do. Orbs have been thrown. Mark target is on the Baneblade there. It's just hard to see. But I'm not sure they have enough right now to get it. That's a Basilisk Flare to shut down some range. Double CSM still going. Level 4 now, actually. Can they soak up a good amount of damage here? Doom Bolts almost wipes those Catachans. In fact, they are wiped. Garrison gets collapsed. Uses shield again. Fantastic against the double CSM. Now they can run after the Vanguard veterans, maybe. What is your plan, fellas? Just slaughter some guardsmen, I think. 69 to 46. Seer Council chasing the Bulgrins. I don't see any action on the natural VPs at the moment. More Ogrins on the way for Alexandro. The M7's D cannon had to run away. Bulgrins run away. Only one super heavy tank from the triple guardsman. Red team are probing quite well. There's the orbs again. Hits the Baneblade. Can the Seer Council go after it? Mark targets on it too. And there's an Imperial Abyss. Maybe they get the Baneblade down. It is getting a bunch of repairs. And there's an Eldritch. Down goes the Baneblade. I'm not sure if the Eldritch actually even helped there. And a rocket run. Good grief. A double cap after all of this absolute madness for the blue team. What an ending. VP says he won. Well, you've got him. You've got him, buddy. The Guard take it. They hold the line. Level 5 Lord Commissar. Level 8 Lord Commissar. Level 9 Lord Commissar. Warp Spider level 4. The Techmarine did get level 10. Was a massive threat with his war gear. And a level 9 Sorcerer. Not enough Zinchian shenanigans, though, to pull this win out. The Terminators were amazing. The Seer Council did really well. EM7's roster was a little bit light for a bit too long, I think. And no Wraithguard. Wraithguard is the classic pull against Guard. But we didn't see any. He went for the double Warp Spiders, which were doing well. And I think they died in that nuke. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. And I'll see ya next time.